Okay, may we meet you, sir? Let's meet you. Give us your name and your
Yeah,
details, please.
my name is Chief Sir Isaac Chokes, or Chair of Isu-Awaa.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
your fine reception. We appreciate it. Of course, this discussion is going to be centered on the Isu-Awaa Resort City
Sure,
project in
sure,
Isu-Awaa.
sure.
What really is your motivation in embarking on this project?
Yeah, you see, if you have sight, if you have foresight, you will lose out what is going to happen in future. You know, I grew up in that town, and that I know that town is very, very resourceful. It's a very healthy place, and then I know that each time you are sick outside, I will come in there. Other internal problem like lungs and internal things, breathing and respiration system, you get healed. With the kind of water that is coming from the mountain for years and years, it's a special spring water. Then I noticed all those things when I was young, and then that is why I built my palace 42 years ago. You know, I was so young when I started that edifice that is there till today. All right, so it is that love I have for the town. What I built is almost not even 5-star. It is a level of 6 diamonds hotel. That's the level of what is there. We can't go much more than that. So I think with that we have intention actually, and sometimes you have them in dreams. You know, God is showing you what is going to be, and we follow it in that sequence. You come into Isu-Awaa, definitely you see it is a bow. Isu-Awaa is like a bow. You have a resemblance of Jerusalem. The only difference is that Jerusalem is rock, but the way those mountains surround Isu-Awaa, so the rock surround Jerusalem. And what the Jews does is carving up houses, fixing them on the stones. That's what I say that possibly is going to happen on that particular time, and in future people will be building houses, leaping and hooking the mountains, coming up in that stages actually. So it is coming up, it's turning up around, and basically we want to use the natural resources that is there, like the spring water. We are now trying to put up an industry, water industry there. We have already placed order for 2. One will be in Abuja, one will be in Isu-Awaa, and it will come from that particular mountain. We have to tap all the resources in so many different ways. Then 2, we saw that it is very rich soil, extremely very rich soil. The grasses or green in that location has so many different shades of deep, light, different type of greens on trees. And it is like that 24 hours of the year. You know, some places you see, summer or terrible dry season, that oil can spring out only on rainy seasons. But that place is seasonally on for years. And if you are there, the kind of breeze. What I don't miss since I was born is Hamatan in Isu-Awaa. It used to be so beautiful. You know, dried cold water coming from the mountain. I make sure I prepared. In fact, it made me to go home for Christmas earlier. Nothing drags me. It's a beautiful place, and then, I know it is. You know, and then we're trying now to put up a very big major road that is going to climb all across the mountains, from one mountain to the other. We have worked with satellite system, and we have brought in a fantastic town planners. You know, the guys who will plan Abuja, and then they come from Lagos, from our site office in Lagos, and architects, you know. So we're putting up things the way it's going to be, right? And Isu-Awaa is the head, is the diocese. That's where the cathedral of Bishop of Ogwadanuri are. You know, so that is making us to try to build about 3,000 hall, that is a church, cathedral, that can seat a congregation up to 3,000 numbers. You know, with very fantastic architectural and the designing wood designs and then organs. At least in some churches, it's only one organ. But to have it in our mind to put almost 4 organs at a time simultaneously, you see, so what to make it as a church that they will ask you, they will tell you go and see Isu-Awaa. So we are there for that. And then, good enough, the bishop of Ogu is from my village. It's my boy. It's my person. You know, a bishop had ever worked for me for 2 years. Before he grew up, God brought him up, and father became bishop of Anglican Communion. I know him very well. Very brilliant human being. So with this, I think this one to do are quite a lot. We have 5,000 books packed in our warehouse in Isu-Awaa now. We're going to set it up for the young kids of the town, that will keep them busy from all this moving about and smoking and the causes of problems. We're going to encourage them, you know, to be reading, and then we'll buy some computers and put them together so they keep them busy. You know, footballing, we can grow an international footballers from that place. These are the areas we're coming up. I have a friend in England, Nino. Nino was in my place the other time, and then he's training the young. And the guys are doing wonderfully well. Such a person we can invite. You can fly in, give them 1 month training, put somebody, they'll be training. And then these kids, because they love soccer, they'll be working on that. Out of that, you can develop great men in future who can bring resources and wealth to the town. We are going to set up internal routes, because my company has very huge amount of equipment, brand new equipment that has costed fortune. Bulldozers, brand new D8, D6, everything we have. Brand new low bed, everything are brand new. Has never worked. So we seem to be introducing that programs to work in the Isu-Awaa, you know, mountains, and then we need to buy some more. You know, by the time when we're going to the mountains to carve and cut them to enable us to achieve what is in our dream. Then two, honestly, I would design one of the best city in Africa, to be precise, Festac Phase 2, which is where we're working now. But unfortunately for the all these bigots and the Yoruba tribalistic and the criminals who actually would want to put the money into their pockets, government has signed it off to us as a PPP. You know, what I had done at the meeting one day, IG, and they are trying to connive, and then, but it cannot work. You know, I'm sure the man likes his work. You know, we shall soon put it in open air so that the man will understand. The government employed him, government he gave him rank. I cannot stand against government's intentions, because nobody has really called upon him to say, stop that rubbish. It has a contract and the concession signed. And if they cancel that concession, federal government will pay us not less than 400 billion naira. I'm sure they cannot run away from it according to the contract. You know, so, and they're not happy about it, and they will not stand by that anyway. So, because of some delays, so we are now importing all those things we wanted to do in that Lagos down to Isu-Awaa, which includes all these ideas, development, in fact, very small quantity. You know, and whatever is the fund we have spent in that project, we want to bring it home. Okay, so we do some. It looks like I don't know what one is going to do with money if you cannot spend it for your people, and if God has given you the capacity, if you cannot work very tirelessly. Probably I will be in Lagos or London or Abuja, resting and sleeping, even upon my eye problem and some other things. But we want to see something happening. You will have not known that I'm the man that constructed Apapa GT. Apapa GT is that's in Africa. I've gone to South Africa and some other places. That's the only place we can compare about the discharging of products. You know, that's not a GT that is as powerful, strategically located, that can discharge 150,000 tons of different type of oil, you know, respectively. You know, And then we built it.